Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Welcome to my house. It's so good to have you. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome in. I hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you being here. So if you are a member or a subscriber, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate all the energy and resources that you put into this channel. It really does just mean so much to me, and it has made such a difference in my life. So thank you. My tongue's a bit heavy today because of my medicine, so just bear with me. All right. All right, so today I am doing a very special pick a card. This one was requested by a subscriber or a viewer. It comes from a High_Priestess_Siren. And it is, what is your connection to the underworld? I don't know why I had to read that off. I've been working on this for a little bit. But what is your connection to the underworld? So that's what we're doing today. And you have 3 cards here, and those are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling as I go today. All right. So the first group is going to be not that one. This one. This is the Murder of Crows deck, and this is the Fool. I'm going to show that to you up close. Okay. And group 2, you are the High Priestess. Okay. And group 3, you are the Death card. Oops, sorry. You guys are the Death card. All right. So I will insert a little video for those of you guys who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there probably will be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 1, all of you that selected the Fool, this is going to be your reading all about your connection to the underworld. All right. Now, I got to tell you, this Fool card has a hermit type vibe. Okay. It really feels like a lonely road. It feels like a difficult road, a road less traveled here. So I'm going to let you kind of take a look at your card a little bit more. We're going to pull. Tell me about this lonely soul, this hermit. Tell me about their connection to the underworld. I'm hearing you don't pay a fare. You don't pay a fare to get there. You walk the road alone. You don't need permission to enter or depart. You roam as you want to. You do as you please. Tell me more. You are a wanderer, someone on a journey, a journeyer, a journeyman. Okay. That one. Okay. All right, we have a combination. We have hunger. And we have harvest. You know, it really seems to me that you remind me of a wandering monk or nun or priest or shaman or religious person who is wandering and lost but found through the journey. And these are difficult journeys. These are journeys that you take on every lifetime you've done this. And it's extremely difficult. Your connection is one of, you know, there's this need here to return to a place of home, a place of feeling centered when we go out for those journeys, when we go out into the world and we go on these long journeys of self-discovery, and then we come home for I want to say harvest. And perhaps that's where your healing really happens. You go out and you experience the world. You experience the harshness of the life that you live in this now. But you return to the underworld to heal and be reborn from the experiences that you have had. It's a difficult journey. It's a difficult life. It's not one for everyone. It's lifetimes of constant growth. I see you descending from light into the most dense energy possible. When you do this as a means to help others raise the light within them, the light spectrum I'm hearing within them. You understand the functions of the underworld. You understand why that is a sense of home for you, because it represents the womb, the beginning. Most see passing over as the end, and there is this energy about you as you see it as a rebirth in the beginning. I do think with this combination card here, there is this energy of really taking on other people's energy, their emotion, their pain, their trauma, literally in your energy body, literally in your solar plexus. You may have like stomach problems and things. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. That's it. Okay. but you have a tendency to absorb other people's energies and take it on. You do this because you are able to transmute this energy. You just may not know how. Some of you guys know how, some of you don't. But there are times where, in order to transmute, you have to go back into the underworld. You have to descend into the underworld. I feel when you descend here, it's as if an angel decides to surrender its light for a moment and get lost in the void, in the womb, in the nothing, to take on and release these energies and transmute them. When you do this kind of work, you heal other people. Some of you have a healing touch. You're able to heal with your hands. You have healing hands. I feel like a lot of you don't stay for your harvest. You don't stick around. Like when people get emotional about you, you're gone. You're out of there. When people start being grateful, a lot of you are gone. And I need to tell you, that's part of your healing journey, is to learn how to deal with people being grateful and happy and giving you things. Okay, that's part of your healing journey. Okay, let's get some more cards here. I'm going to pull from the Murder of Crows. Some more cards here. Okay, tell me more about this connection for my group one. Tell me more. Okay. We have the 10 of, looks like the 10 of Swords here. All right, we have the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you are, like personally, you're kind of done with this hard work. You know, I honestly, I get a sense of like, you're kind of almost disappointed. Perhaps you've been doing this for a while and you haven't given yourself a break. This is a sign to give yourself a break, okay? You need a break. You need a break, all right? The Underworld says, give yourself a break. Literally, look at this hooded figure. I'm reading this intuitively, okay? Look at this hooded figure. This is the spirit telling you, you need a break, okay? You are guided by very powerful energies, okay? I can't really see the cards, but you're guided by very powerful energies. And you are deeply connected. Some of you guys are devoted. I'm hearing devoted to these energies. I just need to take a deep breath. Because I'm seeing like devotionals. This is, I'm seeing like Santa Muerte devotional, especially with this card here. I'm feeling, and this card here, I'm feeling very strong energy there. Beloved Lady Death. And I'm feeling this sense of like, feeling very disappointed in just in general where things are going. but still being devoted. And it can be another deity as well. That's just the deity that immediately starts coming in for me. I've also got some other deities from different paradigms that are not my paradigms. So yeah. These are going to be generational gods, and they are from different paradigms. So if that's your paradigm, then you know it would be like a god form of a cemetery and things like that. So, but their energies are here, and they just want to let you know that their energies are here. Okay, and that's a validation for you. If that's you, that's you. And I'm not going to elaborate anymore because it's not my place. Okay. But they very much feel your devoted energy. Okay. And I feel like some of you wonder, like, am I going to be journeying for the rest of my life? Is this really like what I'm here to do, is journey all the time, walking the path all the time because I'm tired? Do I ever reach the destination? Well, I feel like you're as much a healer as you are a teacher. And I feel like you have to realize some things about yourself. You have to really be willing to look at yourself in a new way in order to stop the journey, okay? To take it in a place where you're not always moving towards a destination, where you can be found. You can have security that you're still moving forward, but you're not always in forward thinking and forward movement. You know what I'm saying? Like you're secure in the comfort of now. You've accepted now, and you're not always like in the journey, in the airplane, in the moving, in the not settled kind of energy, for those of you who feel that. Let's get some more cards here. Tell me more. Tell me more about my group one and their connection. I'm going to pull some other cards as well. Tell me more. I'm hearing there has been death here. There's been loss. And for some of you, it kind of keeps you tied to the underworld. And it would, for some of you, this, how you grieve is how you grieve. It's no one's business. Oh, I can't show you that card. Oh my goodness, I cannot show you. It is a crow lady. It feels very Lilithian. I don't think I can show you that one either. But just know that there is very much like an element of dark goddess energy. Elements of, let's pull from this deck, elements of Lilith as well, a connection to Lilith. And, when you work with Lilith, you can feel like you're on a journey all the time. You can feel like you're moving towards something a lot. And the thing is that you have to set the tone. You have to understand that you control the flow. You can say, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I need a break from it. It's okay to say that. You have to recognize your power. Okay. You need to have some awareness as group one. You are deeply connected, but you're ready to break this pattern. Okay. It's not that your journey is coming to an end. It's that you've already reached one of the destinations. It's like you've reached the destination and you won't get off the boat. We have secrecy. Tell me more. We have Isis, resurrection. Ooh, a secret resurrection of you. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. It's about you seeing all the journeys that you've been on, all the learning, all the doors that have been opened. And I feel like a lot of you may feel very mixed emotions about what you've been through, because it sounds great to have all these deep experiences, but the reality of them is very difficult, because you see things you don't want to see in your life. You see things in people that you don't want to see, and you see them in yourself, and it makes it very difficult. So it's a difficult road, and you can feel very battle worn. You can feel it's an awakening. Okay. And I feel like you're the kind of person who has really, it's like you've put your head down and done a lot of stuff, but you haven't seen like the results. And I don't know if you, and I used to think this, like someone was just going to bring me the results. They would just show up like, on a silver platter kind of thing. That's not really how it works. You are the result. It's you. It's all you. You make it happen. Okay? So it's important that you understand that no one's going to arrive with the box of the thing that you're wanting to be at the end of the journey. You're going to have to go through the steps of making that happen. Okay? Yes, you've gone through the steps that help make that happen, but you still got to do the steps to get the thing. Okay? You got to do the scary thing. You got to do that thing, it's the last part of it. It's the last leg. Okay? Now, I feel like for some of you, there is the secrecy card here. There's secrecy here. I feel like for some of you, people do not know that you are witchy or you are connected like this to the underworld. Like they don't know. They don't know about your abilities. They don't know about maybe your connection to Isis. Also, I'm feeling that there's a siren. I don't know if you hear, but there's a siren going off. And I live in the country. The sirens never go off here. But also as if something's being hidden here from you. Something's being, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say like it's a trickster thing, because it's not bad. It's just there's something you're not seeing. And behind that energy, like once you start to see this, once you really put yourself out there the way you want to, authentically as you, there is like a wish fulfillment or something really wonderful behind that. Okay, there's something you've been wanting, something you've been working on that you're going to find behind that. But racing to it, like forcing the journey, isn't going to make that happen. Okay? It's in its own timing. Okay, we have Medusa, Protector. Oh, these cards stuck together. I think. Yeah. We have Medusa. Medusa showing up for you. You may be connected to Medusa. She is a mighty protector of feminine energy. If you have had issues like with trauma. She's wonderful for that. I feel like some of you have like a deep connection to her. She may have helped you in the past. Some of you may be devoted to her. I adore her energy. I love when she shows up in any reading. It's always a good omen. We have, I cannot say her name, renewal. We have renewal and restoration in this particular group. I feel like you guys have Phoenix energy, okay? You descend to the underworld and you are reborn, okay? You probably do this often, but I feel like you haven't done it in a while, okay? So what I mean is you have done it often in the past, but probably haven't done it in a while, and it's time. It's time for that connection to kind of like happen again, and you to experience rebirth, because I feel like you've taken on a lot from other people that isn't yours. And I feel like with Medusa here, it feels like some of you guys may have absorbed some like hostile energy, or someone's been out of pocket with you. Tell me more about this, Medusa. She wants you to know that you're protected from this energy. Ooh, I just got like a sharp buzz. We have turbulence. Okay. Some of you guys have had somebody in your life who has been giving you a hard time. She wants you to know you can call on her for protection from this person, okay? And she will help you. She will absolutely help you. Tell us more, Medusa. What else do you have to say? Confusion. Tell me about it. Protection. Okay. I feel like this person is trying to cause turbulence and confusion in your life or about you, causing people to doubt you, causing people to not trust you, those kind of things. And she again is coming in and saying, you are protected. I want to protect you. However this resonates. If it's not Medusa, it is a dark feminine coming in and saying, this is a underworld connection. This is a dark goddess connection. It could also be Lilith. It could be Astaroth. I'm feeling Astaroth as well. It could be Lilith the Elder. I'm feeling a lot of different like dark feminine energies. So it could be Persephone, could be Hecate. But it feels like there's this energy of, it could be the Morgan. I'm also getting the name Arwen as well. And Anna. There's just so many names coming. So it's a dark feminine energy here that I feel you're connected to. And you're protected, okay? There's someone or something that's trying to cause confusion and turbulence in your life. And it feels like, let me pull some tarot here. Tell me about this person. God, the cards don't even want to come up. Tell me about this person. Why is this person coming up? Okay. I have the Justice card over here. I just can't show it to you because it's got nudity on it. I'm pretty sure it's the Justice card. Anyway, I feel like this person, they're trying to cause trouble. Feels like around work, but let's see. We have the Ten of Wands here. We have the Hanged Man. They're trying to block something. Well, I'm not taking reversals. And we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're trying to block something, the Devil. Yeah, they're trying to cause confusion and doubt. They're trying to block an accomplishment of yours. This could be at work. I feel like this could be gossip, someone gossiping about you. I feel like for some of you, they're talking about your art. They're talking about your job. They're talking about something you make. It could be your house. It could be your family. But they're definitely running their mouth about you. But I feel like for some of you, this is at work. It's like a direct attack on your money is what I'm hearing. They're trying to pause your money. They want you in a place where you're in lack. And let's keep going here. They want you to not have any place like to turn. They want you to feel a lot of anxiety, and they really want you, I'm hearing failure. Clues, signs, numbers, evidence. EMF detector, energy present, mood swings. And we have carnival, playful children. Okay, I think there are signs about who this is. I think there are signs. This person's moody, okay, and they probably have children. You have children. Your children may play together or may have played together. For some of you, you may be family, okay? If this is work, I feel like this person can be very moody at work, okay? Some of you are family and you work together. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bugaboo, clingy, irritating, blowing up your phone. Ooh, this person feels slighted, creeper, uninvited guest, uncomfortable. They made you feel uncomfortable. And so you push back, and they were like, you don't push me back, bitch. And you were like, oh, yes, I do. Watch me do it. Watch me do it, honey. I just pushed you back. And now it's on. Now it's on. And the truth is that for some of you, yeah, they would love to see you go. Whatever situation this is, they want to see less of you. And I feel like Medusa, these dark feminine energies want you to know that it's fine, okay? Now, if this is work, take you a little bibble bobble whatnotty to work, a little protection thingy bop to work. It won't hurt. It doesn't have to be anything, super showy, okay? It won't hurt you. If this is family, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, family is a weird thing, and I don't know what to say about that, because this person, I feel like ultimately they feel slighted, and because of that, they just are acting like a child. They're acting like a spoiled brat. And a grown-ass human being cannot come back from that. Like, once you're a grown-ass human being and you start acting like a spoiled-ass child, it's kind of over, isn't it? It's kind of over. I feel like your energy at times triggers people. You may have a little bit of that adversarial energy that sometimes, ticks people. They just feel it and they're like, I don't know what it is about that person, but I just feel so and it's not that there's anything wrong with you or you've done anything bad. It's just that, you are more awake and more aware than some people, and because of that, here we are. So all right, that is what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful reading. I really enjoyed giving this reading to you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, all of you that selected the High Priestess, this is going to be your reading all about your connection to the underworld. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, my tongue is a tad bit heavy today due to my medicine for my lupus, so please excuse me with that. And this is a low light reading. I like to read in low light, so it is what it is. All right, so you chose the High Priestess, right? Asking about your connection to the underworld. So let's pull some cards and see what we have. Let's pull from the Dark Goddess Oracle deck. Tell me about my group 2, their connection to the underworld. Tell me about my group 2 and their connection to the underworld. I almost feel like you couldn't deny your connection to the other side, to something more. It's as if, like, throughout your life, you have been met with the truth of it. You may be somebody who was haunted in this life, may have been clairvoyant, or you are a spirit medium, or an oracle, or you're just highly psychic and you just know things, or you dream dreams. But there's definitely this energy of being otherworldly. And no matter how hard you tried to deny these things about yourself, if you did, you could not deny them, because they are, in essence, you know, who you are. They're you at the very core of you. You're a very magical being. And I feel like there came a time in your life where you didn't want to be this like magical being. You didn't want to be out of the broom closet, as they say. Sorry, I feel like I have a hair on my eye. So we have Aphrodite, romance. We have Yamaye, tranquility. We have fear. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. And we have misfortune. Very powerful energies. Underworld energies surround you. And the thing is, you're in balance with your light and your dark. That's why you have High Priestess energy, because you have both. And I feel like you can be both nurturing and giving, and also intimidating, which is interesting. I feel this energy of people wanting to like be close to you, but also knowing, don't mess with me. You don't want to mess with me. You really don't. So please, please, please don't get on my bad side. You don't want to mess with me. It feels like you've overcome a lot with this misfortune card here. You've had to overcome a lot. Probably fear related here. You know how to survive. And you know how to thrive in lean times. You know how to get by. This comes from your ancestors, is what I'm hearing. You have very strong and powerful ancestors. Tell me more about my group too. I feel like you're rooted in the underworld by many of your ancestors. They're a bridge. They're a bridge to the underworld for many of you. It's in your blood. What you are is in your blood. That's a lot of cards. So let's just take 3 of them, shall we? Give me the best 3. Give me the most true. We have curiosity, Pandora. You just can't resist. It's that occultist energy. It's that I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to know. I want to seek. I see more. I know that there is more than what I see here. I feel it in my bones. So the spirits around you recognize your intelligence. And I feel like they appreciate this. They appreciate how smart you are, how you seek wisdom, you seek to learn. Because I don't think you may realize it, but it's not something that's really as sought after as it used to be. And people don't stick with it. You know, they want a quick fix. They don't want to go through the steps anymore. And I feel like you have this strong energy of curiosity. And it's kept you connected throughout lifetimes to different deities and spirits, because they love your way. They love your curious spirit. They love your mischievous spirit. They love your creative spirit. You are beloved of the underworld, okay? There's something about you they enjoy. Group 2. Behind this priestess is a very curious, mischievous type energy at times that works with the deities, okay? It feels at times very dark fae. It feels very independent. I think this goes back many lifetimes. I feel like you are a defender of like the feminine, like the feminine and the dark feminine. And you defend it in the way you live your life. You defend it in the way that you hold true to yourself and don't surrender what you're called to surrender. You don't surrender what isn't you, if that makes sense. There is this refusal to not do what isn't authentic, which can lead to a lot of energy of rebellion, resistance, and it makes you very strong. You have a very strong will as well. And I feel like many of you in your life literally opened up Pandora's box, and that led you to become the high priestess, high priest that you are today or are arriving at. This lifetime is about you becoming that. And you have several God forms and spirits from many past lives that are helping you do that in this lifetime. Because in this lifetime, it feels very different and it feels important. Okay, we have the Morgan, sovereignty. Woo! Like thunder, she comes in. Like thunder. Woo! Do you work with her? If you don't, you might, that might be. Many of you have her pulling for you, the Morgan. And boy, when she comes to town, y'all better watch out. She is one and many. And she is amazing. And I feel like there's an energy that is enmeshed with yours that's like this. It's very powerful. It's very old. It's why you're always called to Underworld energy. It's why you were called to this reading if you've never been to my channel before. It's that inner shadow. Some of you haven't honored that inner shadow in this life. You've denied it. You've denied it. You can't do that anymore. That's not going to work. We have to look at our shadow. It's the reason why you're not living the life you want to. It's the reason why you're here watching this video. Not all of you. The Morgan, you need to get up and go the distance and do what must be done. No one's going to do it for you. You have to do it. The strength is yours. You have it. You have the strength to do this. This right here, some of you, you feel like you have to earn this. You feel like you're not there yet. You're right there, babe. You are right there. You are the High Priestess. You are the High Priest. You're already there. You're already doing it. Walk into it. Walk into the truth of who you are. Just accept it. Walk into it. Accept it. That's it. Throw a little party. Get you a little cupcake. Walk into it. Accept it. Once you accept these things, once you attain your spiritual sovereignty, things change. Destruction, Kali. Old ways of being in your life, things that are not working, they fall away. And there really isn't much you can do about it. I would say in many ways, acceptance is a peaceful Moldavite. It can work like that, where you start accepting the truth of who you are. And this is good acceptance, okay? You are the High Priestess, okay? You are. You are. You already are. You already are. You already are. There you go. And so, now what? And then you see how your life doesn't really fit that anymore. It doesn't fit that narrative. And then adjustments are made. Adjustments are made. There comes a little chaos, a little touch of chaos. Let's go ahead and get these cards. They're speaking to us. We have Judgment with Mott. There will be, you know, things that you have to see. Acceptance leads to change. It leads to you seeing the truth of yourself. The good in yourself helps you see how your life doesn't work for that part of you anymore. Like, you're a different person. And sometimes when you change like that, your life doesn't always change with you. And you have to realize, wow, I got to make some changes because I'm not there anymore. And sometimes you become other people's karma. And I feel that here, this High Priestess. I feel like you are other people's karma many times. And a lot of you don't know it. You have no idea how you affect people. Okay, so we have Lilith, equality. And we have Dear Woman, temptation. You have some indigenous connections to the other side. It feels more earthbound, more connections of nature. Lilith is here. Sovereignty, equality. Your connection to the underworld is very deep. It's a very powerful connection. I feel like there's a fearlessness here that's learned through experience. You don't become sovereign. You don't become someone who actively seeks equality, equalness. Equalness. My tongue's so heavy, y'all. Equalness, equal relationships, equalness in businesses and things like that. You don't seek that because you've always had that. A lot of times you seek it because you haven't. You've had to overcome so much. And there's been deep fear here. And I feel like this healing of this fearful heart, this someone who hasn't been treated fairly at all, someone who has been overlooked and so smart and overlooked, so creative and overlooked, such a good soul and overlooked. I feel a lot of unfair energy coming in. The underworld energy pulls for you, okay? And I say this because there is almost like a blessing of temptation around you. Like, people can't resist like giving to you or wanting to be in your energy. And I feel like this is coming. This is a blessing that's coming through, and it comes through your connections to the underworld. So whatever, you know, if it's Lilith, if it's Aphrodite, if it's Yemaye, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, Mott, the Morgan, you guys, Kali, there's so many here. Whoever it is, or somebody I haven't mentioned, again, if I mispronounced a word, please, goddess's name, please forgive me. I didn't do it on purpose. My tongue's just heavy, y'all. It's because of devotion. It's because of a connection. Many of you have had past lives as priestesses or priests of these goddesses, okay? And I feel really strongly that this is feminine energy. This is goddess energy more than anything, okay? Now I feel the energy of the Morgan, and I tell you, I feel her as many. I feel the connection as energy of someone who connects with her as the vastness that she is. And I'm seeing someone who had an experience with her where her vastness is what carried them through a very dark lifetime. Um, and I'm seeing someone, um, it's out in the woods. It's out in the woods, and there was a lot of isolation here, and it was a devotion to the Morgan and your experiences with the Morgan that kept you functional. Um, every now and then, someone would come out and want something from you, and that is what caught up to you, is you helping other people, and then the help that you gave backfired. And that's where, and that's often, that's like the second time that's come through reading. That's often where things would happen, is when someone who was knowledgeable in certain things helped people, and then it didn't work, and there was horrible things happen. So I feel that here. I feel that devotion, that time you spent, almost like a lifetime of being a hermit, being a witch of the wood, whatever you want to call it. And it feels like the Morgan, or an underworld goddess, this is hidden goddess energy. And what I mean by that is in some practices, and some spiritual beliefs, especially hidden orders, okay, there was an outer goddess, okay, there may have been like an outer light goddess, dark goddess, okay, and then there was the inner practice, and even behind the inner practice there was another inner practice. Okay, you were practicing hidden stuff, okay, and it's the reason why you're so powerful in this life. It's the reason why this comes so easy. That's why I'm telling you, you're already this. You just need to remember, you're already this. You have written tablets that still exist today. Some of you have like your curse tablets. They're finding them. Okay, like you're already it. Your connection to the underworld is very strong. I'm feeling Hecate coming in the building, like, and it feels like this energy really wants to support like your liberation, your move towards more levels of sovereignty. And right now, that is big. That's big, bold energy. Let's pull some more cards here. I'm going to pull from the Horror Oracle deck. What is the relationship? Forbidden. Okay. Tell me more. Midnight. I feel like you have knowledge or awarenesses that used to be like forbidden knowledge. Okay. You may be drawn to like more hidden elements of the occult or some kind of practice. You may be practicing some kind of more hidden form of like divination, or even like the craft or magic or something like that, something that is more hidden or not talked about. So let's keep going here. We have midnight here. Don't feed them after midnight. We have the woods, the Blair Witch. Let's get one more for fun. And warrior. Army of Darkness. I feel like you're very powerful, but you're also very approachable, because you have a lot of, like, look at these gremlins. You have a lot of underworld energy on your side. Like, you have a lot of spirits you can call on. You may not know that. You have a lot of, like, or you have a lot of familiars or a lot of people who've crossed over. Some of you guys have a lot of energy that's just waiting to help you. They're just waiting to do what you ask. I feel like almost like this is a gift from a god or a spirit or something like that. These spirits, okay? It's almost like they've been told to, like, do whatever the priest says. Whatever they say, do it. And they're just like waiting. They're just waiting. Here is the woods. You know what's funny about the Blair Witch, and that's what this is that you never see the witch. Okay. It's like, it's everyone's scared and no one ever sees the witch, right? And that's the greatest spook of all. They didn't even have to show her to you for you to be scared of her. And I feel like your connection to the underworld is so great that when you get in a mood, when you get after somebody, it's like that. Like, you scare the hell out of people. And there is confusion. There's chaos. And they never see you coming. They don't even realize that their life is altering around them. And the thing is, you don't have to do anything. It's these little gremlins over here. Like, they're like, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. Don't mess up, because we will come get you. And that's the way it is. Because you are protected. And really should be feared. But you're so friendly. You're so friendly. People like you. You know, you're likable. And you don't want to be feared. You have this Aphrodite energy over here. You don't want to be feared. You want to have a good time. But, you know what? Don't mess with me and mine. Okay? Don't do it. And I feel like when people mess with you, it's like the Blair Witch. Like, their life just starts kind of falling apart. And before they know it, they are confused. They don't know where they're going. They don't know how they're getting there. They don't know. They just don't know. And there's a frantic kind of energy about it. So you connect in a way with the underworld, where the underworld is rooting for you and also has spirits who go out and protect you. And when someone messes you over, they take care of them. And you don't have to do a whole lot. Like, maybe you have a ward, maybe you cast protection spells, but it's not like you're like casting all the time or something like that. Like, for a lot of you, this is just because you're highly favored. You're highly favored by, you know, several underworld energies here. Okay. And you got this Aphrodite energy. You got a goddess of love here. Some of you have a god of war. as well, who highly favors you. So she's also a goddess of love and war, so you don't really want to make her mad. Because she can love you in 1 minute, and she can take you to the battlefield in the other. So, all right, we have the Suite of Pentacles. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. Boom, boom, boom. Come up to my room. We have the Suite of Wands. Survival. 9 of Wands. Survival is a matter of perseverance. Okay. Wow. Hardy stock. Tough as nails. Don't mess with me, man. You don't want to mess with me, man. You've been through a lot. You really have. And here's the thing. This isn't you. Listen, this coming in, sweeping you off your feet business, you don't really go for that because you don't believe in that kind of thing. You're a realist. After everything you've been through, you're very real about your connections, be them romantic or otherwise. I think this is the wisdom of the High Priestess. You may not realize it, but you're very real about your connections. And I feel like you don't have time for any bullshit. Period. You just don't. You do not. We have the Hermit. You don't. And I feel this kind of energy of just the Suite of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card. I'm hearing that song, I Walk Alone, that Walk Alone song. I feel like you are probably a loner in so many ways. Like, people may think of you as a people person, but you are somewhat of a loner. It's because you've been through so many things. The thing is, I also think people are drawn to you, and I think they enjoy being around you. I think it's because the wisdom kind of oozes from you. And I think the underworld wants to tell you something, that the aloneness that you have had is about to change. I feel like, and it's hard, like when you've been through so much, it's really hard to think about letting people in your life, especially when you've been traumatized. But I do feel some energy moving towards you. Okay. I feel like in the times that you have been alone, your connections have grown. Your connections to spirit, to the underworld, has grown so intensely. I think some of you guys have learned new techniques for dealing with unwanted energy. I think you've learned about parasites and vampiric energy. I think I feel like you have removed some parasitic energy from different chakras. I think you've done some self-healing. It feels like this Hermit has come, see how he's on the top of a hill right here? I feel like you have really overcome so much, and it's been very hard. And I feel like you've done it alone. This has been a very difficult process you've done alone. Okay? Who's been there for you? Your spirits, your guides, your ancestors. Okay? Whatever you vibe with, that's what's been there. That's why you're the High Priestess. That's why you're the High Priest. It's because you have taken the relationship with spirit to a different level, to a different manifestation. because you've gone the distance. Like a lot of people do some like spiritual stuff or do some witchcraft or whatever they're doing, and they do it for a while and they stop. Sometimes they pick it back up, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they pick it back up years later. Okay. But for you for the most part have stayed the distance. You've just been, yeah, you take breaks, but you're always like thinking, moving, doing, thinking, moving, working at this. And this kind of devotion can be a lonely path, okay? You might have been drawn to group 1, okay? But there is a shifting of your energy coming, and I feel it coming from the underworld with this Ace of Wands. There is a new direction, a new focus, a new creative drive coming, and you will feel it. The High Priestess, High Priest will feel it. You will absolutely know, okay? It is going to transform your life in a major way, okay? But it's going to lead you to more stability around your money and some of your relationships. But it's going to take time, okay? This is going to take time because you're going to have to come out of a process that you've been in for a long time. And it's almost like an astronaut coming out of space. How, they've been there for a while, like more than 10 minutes, and they can't walk, it's that kind of thing. Like you're going to have to give yourself some time to transition. All right. This transformation, this is very personal between you and the underworld energies. They're not even really giving me symbols, okay? This is extremely personal. And it's going to shift your focus. It's going to change the way you see your life. It may give you new purpose, new determination, okay? But when you get this, don't be overwhelmed, okay? Don't be overwhelmed. Just sit with it, okay? Just sit with it and let it be. Let it be what it's going to be, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 3, all of you that selected the death card, this is going to be your reading all about your connection to the underworld. So you selected the death card. So this is it feels like a big energy. So we're going to get into it and find out more about your connection. So let me see what cards we want to pull from. We're going to pull from these. Okay. Tell me about my group 3. What is their connection to the underworld? It feels very dreamy. It feels very dreamy. We have sacrifice. You have been through a lot. You've sacrificed a lot. Feeling like Finfer energy here. We have, what's that? Memories, I believe. Let's see. Let me put on my glasses. Let's see. Mischief. It's not memories, it's mischief. All right, let's switch decks here and pull from this deck. I'm not wearing my glasses because it gives such a reflection. It can be distracting. So, all right. Service. Mischief. Okay, flight. Tell me more about my group 3. What is their connection? I think you do a lot of astral travel. Rooted, impaled. I think that you do a lot of astral travel. Okay, I think you are like, let's say it, like, let's get it, like, let's get it. I think you are like some kind of astral or spirit world or shamanistic kind of warrior or monk or energy of some type. It feels very expanded. And I think that you are, it's like you're fighting for truth. I think you have a mischievous energy, almost a trickster energy. You may be aligned with like Loki or some other energy that comes off mischievous, underworld god or goddess. Could be Lilith, could be Lucifer, could be another infernal. But it feels like this energy of using this, you know, trickstery type energy for good things, okay? Making mischief for those who need mischief made. That's what it feels like. I feel like you dream walk. You're a dream walker. I feel like you have prophetic dreams. I feel like you can heal people in dreams. I feel like some of you have massive telepathy. Some of you, can literally read someone's mind. You can tell when someone's lying. You just have this ability to read people. This is a gift from the underworld. This is a gift to help you do what you came here to do. I feel like you function in multiple dimensions at one time, and what you do in those dimensions sometimes bleeds over into this dimension. So sometimes like your body feels like you've been through it because you have, even though you haven't, you know what I mean? So I feel like you probably don't take enough downtime. Tell me more about my group 3. What is their connection to the underworld? We have determination, Maeve. There's a fighting spirit here. Oya with deliverance. I'm hearing like I will deliver them. We have desperation, Sheila Nagig. And we have Nyx, respite. I feel like the underworld energy here really is about, it's like there's this energy of fighting for deliverance from oppressive energy. And using every trick in the book and feeling okay about it. This feels, okay, I'll tell you what this feels like. This feels like, okay, Star Wars. Are y'all familiar with Star Wars? If you're not, I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to use, okay? It's almost like a Sith Lord who uses all their dark stuff, okay, to help feed people, okay, somehow, in some way, like feed a whole village or heal children or stuff like that, okay. It's like a dark lord using the dark arts to do good things. Okay. So it's really powerful, and it's a real like trip on your energy. It makes your energy feel very weird and fun. There's like almost like a bubble pop to your energy. You come on off like somebody in like looking like a Grim Reaper riding a unicorn. Okay. Um, it's a good thing because that energy that you have managed to get, it immediately people underestimate you. Don't ever, don't ever, ever let people underestimate you. You probably know this because it makes it easier to do what you need to do when they don't see you coming. So let them underestimate you. Let them think what they're going to think. Let them do what they're going to do because they're going to do it anyway, you know? So there's a very powerful presence here. There's somebody who is deeply connected, who has embraced their gifts, okay, and has decided to use their dark arts type gifts or whatever you want to call them for good. And it changes things. It shifts the script. Look at the world. Look at what we're going through. It shifts the energy because we're doing something different, right? We're willing to see the truth. And I feel like you have that energy here of more than willing to see the truth, insisting that the truth is seen. I feel like this group has an affinity for a lot of oppressed, like children, oppressed and abused people, things like that. So there's a passion here for what is done and for purpose. And it feels like we have desperation here, but it doesn't feel like bottom of the heap desperation. It feels like active, powerful. We are going to do this because we have really no other choice. This task that is set before us, we have no other choice but to go forward, but to finish what was started. People have to know the truth about whatever this is, okay? And I feel like your underworld connections carry you. They help keep you strong and keep you focused. I feel like you are never alone. You always have an energy with you. You are never, where am I? There. You are never caught like off guard. You see things coming because they tell you. They tell you when things are coming. Okay, tell me more about my group 3. Rooted. I think you have ancestors. Another group had this. I think you have ancestors that are, for many of you, are your bridge to the underworld. Okay? You have many ancestors. We have clarity. Boom. Let your ancestors help you with your otherworldly connections. Allow them to help you get clarity when you are confused. Offerings are good. We have, dear woman, retribution. I feel like there's clarity of focus here. I feel like your connections to the underworld allow you to have clear vision about what you're doing in life, here, in the astral, in your magical world, wherever. Okay. I feel like, and I understand this, like when you get a psychic hit or a psychic intuition or whatever from the God forms you work with, the goddesses, the spirits, it's very clear. There's no confusion, because you are so in the energy. And I think you know exactly what you're doing. And I feel like for some of you, you may be a devotee or work with Nyx, okay? We have mystery and we have abundance. We have Demeter and Naught. I think that is Naught is her name. Now, I feel like a lot of you are probably feeling some lack. You know, a lot of us are. Things are tough and they seem like they're going to get tougher for a lot of people. And the underworld, whoever you're working with in the underworld, wants you to know that it's going to be okay. That you need to trust the intuition, the psychic hits that you get from the energies you work with, okay? It will help you have abundance when others don't. It will help you have resources when others don't. Don't neglect the voice, okay? Honor the voice that you have developed with spirit, okay? Because the ancestors know the way through difficult times. And they're also your bridge to the underworld. Some of you guys may have never taken the bridge of your ancestors to the underworld, and you're invited to try that and see where it leads. I think for a lot of you, it's going to be a very rich experience, and it may open up new doors in the underworld, mysterious doors, doors that really inspire you, doors that really move you if you allow your ancestors to open up these places within your heart that haven't and are unable to be open in any other way but with them. There are, it feels like, several different types of, I'm seeing boxes, so gifts that are involved with working with the ancestors, the bridge of your ancestors to the underworld. And those gifts are not my business. Okay, they're in a box. I can't see them, and I never push an ancestor to show me anything. They show me what they like, but there's definitely some beautiful gifts available that they want you to have, but you have to be open to this. So, you know, if you've never worked with your ancestors, you know, you've always worked with you know, the God forms of the underworld, this may be your call, okay? So you can do it in several ways. You know, you can get a picture of one of your ancestors, or you can set an intention, set out some clean water, set out some flour, whatever, you know, in your paradigm would work for your ancestor, okay? Clean water is always good because most of our ancestors didn't have a lot of clean water, okay? One thing I need you to remember, group 3, is some of us have ancestors we don't like. We don't want those ancestors around. Keep that in mind, okay? Because sometimes they show up. So some of those ancestors, we don't want access to them, okay? And sometimes you have to have conversations. You know, that's a whole other thing, but just keep that in mind. But, you know, the ancestors you make offerings to, set the intention for certain ones to show up, and you won't have that problem, okay? But it seems to me that for you, group 3, there's further development of your energy in the underworld with your ancestors. Okay, there's some special gifts there. And, you know, it feels like for many of you, there is a deliverance from some situations. Tell me about the deliverance energy. Switch cards. Tell me about the deliverance energy. Delivering from a situation. Something that has been like pressing down on you. Something that has been, I'm hearing inescapable. An inescapable burden. Okay, inescapable burden. Okay, we have no reversals here. We have the Queen of Wands. Inescapable burden. You know, a Queen of Wands in reverse is manipulative. She's a manipulative bitch. She's attention hungry. Okay, she's a liar, and she's flashy. She's trashy. She's loud, and at times, you know, she's extremely manipulative. We have the Fool. We have the Chariot. We get 2 more. The Queen of Cups and Temperance. So tell me about this. Okay, there is a situation with a Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay, fire and water. And it feels like we have manipulation going on. We have jealousy. We have some lying going on. And it feels like the Queen of Cups has tried to work on the relationship, has tried to kind of like make it better, have a new beginning. But for whatever reason, it just has not worked out. And it feels like there's like pressure being applied in your life some way by this Queen of Wands. It could be at your job, it could be in your family. And it feels like, you know, this energy from the Queen of Wands is just like, you know, you just need to get over it. Oh, there's another card here with the Queen of Cups. Oh, no, it's Demeter here. I thought that was another tarot card. But, you know, she's like, you know, let us start over. Let us, you know, and it's more like, bitch, let us start over. Like, just, you know, go along with it. Let's just do this. And the truth is, the Queen of Cups, as psychic and feeling as she is, she's like, no, you don't want to start over. You want to push me off this cliff and watch me fall. And the truth is that there are no cups to fill. There's nothing left here. Okay. And I feel there's pressure from this situation that's somehow affecting your life that you're going to be delivered from. There's going to get motion here. But it's coming in divine timing, okay? And you're going to get a new beginning away from this. And I feel like, especially with the visual of this card, you can see she's like a skeleton. I feel like for you, this situation is going to be old news. You're going to be moving on from this situation. Now, I want to know a little bit more about what that means. What does this mean on to a new situation? Different set of cards. Okay. On to a new situation. Tell me about it. It's arriving in divine timing. Well, that's good. That's good. Yay, yay. Okay. And what else? And what else? Okay. And we have, okay, I see. The Knight of Swords and the Moon. Well, they just don't want to tell you nothing. It's a super surprise. Might be a Cancer. I feel like this person, this situation, the person that helps you move on from this is watching. Okay. They're watching these two birds. That's you and this person. And I feel like this Knight of Swords is going to come in and just put an end to it. I'll be like, we're done. We're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do this anymore. So that's what I'm getting about that situation. So hopefully that helps with that. So let's get a couple more cards here and see what else. I also feel the new situation, goodie bag, physical gift, gift exchange. Some kind of gift is coming. Like, I can't ignore the two birds under the moon. And then the Knight of Swords again coming in very strong with some kind of gift that could start a new journey for you. Tell us more. The goodie bag, a physical gift. It feels familiar. It feels familiar. So somebody is going to put you on a new path, okay? I feel happy here. I feel happiness coming in for you, okay? They want you to be happy. They want you to be happy. Paranormal, unique, one of a kind. Yeah, they're wanting you to be happy. And I think you're wanting a new journey with somebody or a new path with somebody or new friends. We have mummy bound, tied up, trapped. We have hidden secret shadow people. Okay. I feel like, I don't feel this is bad. I feel like there's something really positive coming for you. It could be an offer. It could be work or personal. I think it is a super good thing. I think it is something that's going to make you feel appreciated. You are unique, one of a kind. I think it's going to take you outside your box. You know, it's going to be something happy. Okay, so you have something pleasant to look forward to. And how exciting for you. All right, so that's what I received for you, Group 3. I hope this was a helpful and enjoyable reading. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you, beautiful, magical baddies, on the other side. Bye, guys.